Hi, thanks for joining me. This is Angie at ChicnScratch. This is the project we're making today, and this is day 1 of the 12 days of Christmas. Not to be confused with the 12 weeks, okay? So here are the supplies you're going to need. This is cherry cobbler cardstock that measures 8 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then we have 4 pieces of the Be Merry Designer Series paper that measures 1 3/4 by 1 3/4, and then we have 4 pieces that measure 1 3/4 by 1 1/8. I've got my little corrugated element here, library clip, Whisper White cardstock for our images. Okay, so let's get out the Simply Scored scoring tool and we'll make this box. I'm going to place it on the 8 1/4 inch side, which I call that the landscape side, and I'm going to score it at 1 7/8. Is that right? Yeah. 3 3/4, 5 5/8, and 7 1/2. And then turn it on the 5 1/2 inch side, which I like to call the portrait side, and score that at 1 7/8, 3 3/4, and 5. Okay, let's fold on the score lines. Your instruction sheet will have a diagram on it of where to cut. So we're going to start down here at the bottom. The way you can tell it's the bottom is the top has this 1/2 inch section. Couldn't find my words there for a second. And I'm just cutting up to the score line on all these score lines. And then right here I'm going to remove this section. Okay, now let me show you how this is going to assemble. This is going to attach just like that. So we're going to put adhesive on the bottom piece here. There's no more cutting, okay? So usually we cut somewhere at the top, not on this one. So I'm going to place my adhesive right there. I am going to use my tear and tape because I want stronger adhesive for this box. The way this one works, it needs the stronger adhesive. Okay, I'm just going to pull the backing off of the tear and tape. And then fold this over. Okay, so that's the back of my box. So I want this to be the front. So I'm going to put tear and tape here. Fold the sides in, just like that. Fold the back over, and there is our box. So this is the front. So I'm going to squeeze, and here's our box. Isn't that cute? Okay, we're going to open it back up though. We want to add our Designer Series paper. I'm going to use my liquid glue if I still have some. I'm getting low, I can tell. This adhesive actually works really well this time of year, which would be considered winter, right? Or almost winter. Whoops. It's a good thing this stuff dries clear, right? Now this one. Now we're going to put adhesive on these. And you could do this step before you actually assemble the box. That way it might be a little bit easier to attach these. So yeah, attach them when the box is flat. There's no mistaking where they go. In fact, I'll show you a picture of the diagram. That way you'll see. Like that. See? DSP. Okay, finding the front of my box again. And there we have it. Isn't that darling? Okay, so library clip. I'm going to put the top back on my glue. So we're going to be stamping 2 images. I'm using the Holly Berry Happiness, the bow, and then Sweet Home, we're using Mary, okay? Okay, I am going to be using my stamping mat. So first I'm going to stamp Mary, and I'm trying to make it as straight as possible because I'm actually going to use it with the classic label punch. Okay, there's that one. You know what, let's give this a second to dry and go ahead and we'll go ahead and make our bows with the linen thread. So this time we're making a triple bow. So I'm going to make about 3 8-inch sections. It could be 7. I think it's about 8. And then make our bow. I should say bows. Okay, so maybe you need 10 inches. This bow will be a little bit smaller than the other one. Okay, that's going to go right there. Now let's cut out the bow. Okay, there's that. Now this one we're going to cut out. And then we're going to attach it to a Post-it note so that we can come back in and cut it again. Now if you want it more at an angle, you can fussy cut it. I just know that I am not going to be able to fussy cut that today. Okay. So we're going to take this little I like to just call them cardboard pieces. And I'm going to take a little mini. These are where these mini dimensionals really come in handy. So we're going to place that on the back and add it to our little tag. We're going to take the bow, place a mini dimensional on the back of it as well. Okay, let me get these pieces out of here. Okay, so now what we're going to do is take a glue dot and add our bow to the library clip. And then we're going to take the backing off our dimensional here and add this to the little corner of the box right here. Now the final part is how to attach this. So here's what I've done. Let's cut. This stuff is almost invisible, which is lovely. So I'm just going to cut about that much. That's probably about 10 inches. And so you can either attach it under that glue dot, which I've already done, or we can just kind of wrap it around the library clip. So let me show you. I'm going to knot it at the top. Okay, see how it's got that little knot? And then we're going to wrap it over and under the bow. And it appears that my knot is too far up, so that's okay. We can fix that in just a minute. You got to make it long enough so that you can get it over all of that. Now, had I attached it before I added the linen thread, it might be a little bit easier. I swear it's like the minute the camera gets turned on, things become a little bit harder to do. Okay, so there we go. So see how the knot is right there? We can actually make that knot a little bit closer. Uh-oh, I hear Elvis. You're probably going to hear him. Well, you know what? I'm not going to do it on camera. So, look, bring that knot up about 1/2 inch, because here comes Elvis. He's coming to say good morning. Okay. Whoops. Okay, have a great day. Thanks a lot. Bye. Hi,